Okay, I think I've been quiet enough that, you can hear me. Hello and welcome to my channel, all you beautiful people. And today we're checking out Hinn. Joel Osteen got a bug up his ass. And a lot of my live stream was deleted. It's still up, but the sections I was responding to are not up. Okay. And Hinn seems to me to be of the same ilk, at least in that regard. Now, I will say that at least Joel does not pretend to heal people. Joel, enjoy that, because it's probably the only good thing I'm going to ever say about you. So yeah, I'm going to have to figure out something to do that'll, and obviously I'm not going to do the whole thing because it's like, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours long. So I'm definitely not doing that, but I'm just going to give you I should have looked up Hinn's background, but I didn't. Sorry about that. I usually like to look up people's backgrounds, but it usually comes from them. So I mean, really, how correct is it going to be if it comes from them, especially these health and wealth preachers? So anyway, let me share my screen. And please forgive me for clearing my throat. I still have a sore throat. Okay, let's get going.
Just one more time, sing it just a whisper now. Father, in the name of Jesus, I command that disease to leave. That problem in their body, that pain right now. It goes. I'm about to say, take your seats. And the Lord said,
Okay, right now, this is like in every religion, okay? It's not just in cults, it's in every religion. Music music crosses our senses, okay? How can I explain this? It touches us emotionally. Unless of course you're deaf, but it touches us emotionally, and this is emotional manipulation to get the audience in a state where they're expecting something. And hey, Tarum. Yeah. Exactly. All right. So just keep that in mind. This is manipulation. This is why churches have music before they have just about any other thing. So just keep that in mind. All right. Going on.
But I'm not done. Aren't you glad it's his meeting, not mine? Which one of you ladies right here has been having sinuses? Come here.
Okay. Now, this can be one of two things. This can be a cold read. Psychic sees it all the time. I mean, come on. He's got who knows how many in his audience, right? First of all, we all have sinuses, but I'm not even going to go there. But how likely is it that among his thousands in the audience, hang on, how 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 likely is it that the thousands in the audience, at least a few of them are going to have sinus problems? Okay, that's called cold read, and psychics do it a lot. Like Sylvia Brown, remember her? Yeah, she did a lot of cold reads, and it's just a trick. It's just a trick. Another thing that they use, and um, the guy in Guyana used this. Hey, Mr. Shadow Kitty. I'm not gonna say his name. But anyway, he um he pretended to heal people too. Hey, Mac. So they would either, okay, so the Guyana guy, right? I'm not gonna say his name. Um, he would say, so and so has cancer. Okay. So he would say, okay, so and so, get up, and go to the bathroom, you know, and so was in on it, right? As well as whoever escorted them to the bathroom. And then they would pick chicken guts up in the bathroom. And then they would go back and pretend that it was a tumor, that they actually extracted the tumor. And the guy was cancer free, or the girl was cancer free, which of course is nonsense. But anyway, and of course, Guyana guy, he used the cold read too, because remember, he had plenty of followers. And out of his followers, how many aren't going to have whatever he says, especially if it's pretty generic, like sinus issues? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I know there's some lucky people out there who don't have any sinus issues at all. They don't have any allergy issues. And that's great. But for the most part, many people have sinus issues, you know. Another thing he would do, he would put guy on a guy, not Benny Hinn. Another thing he would do, when he would go, when he was trying to build his church, right? And he would go to like tent revivals. He would put plants in the audience, and the plants would come back to him and report, well, I heard so and so say they were having such and such a problem. And that was another way. No, Mr. Shadow Kitty, I'm referencing Guyana Guy. I'm not going to say his name. But anyway, I don't even know who Antonio C. Agpa is or was. But no. So anyway, so he would put plants in the audience, or, you know, he had an amazing memory. I mean, this guy could have changed, he had the potential to change the world. Okay, and he didn't. Anyway, moving on. uh so he had an amazing memory, and he would either remember that somebody said something, or um, he would have plants that would come up and tell him somebody said something. Um, or he would do cold readings like this guy's doing right now, like Benny Hinn's doing right now. I don't think his wife was in on it. I'm not sure. So anyway, all right. So these are the tricks that they use. No healing's going on here, people. Don't expect a preacher to heal you, please. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Taram. I haven't gotten to that point yet in my series on him. Hey, Selena. So anyway, all right. So these are the tricks of the trade. You know, they either have an amazing memory, or they have plants in the audience, or they just outright fake it. Okay. And they do cold reads. You know, I mean, I don't know how anybody falls for this stuff, to tell you the honest truth. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But, you know, hope is a powerful thing. Especially if you have a life-threatening disease, you know. But at any rate, the placebo effect is also real. Real. Um, which is why they have to do double-blind placebo-controlled studies before they can get any medicine to market. Yeah, Tarum. So let's move on. Share my screen. And I'm going to be doing this throughout. I'm going to go back to him and then have me on full screen just so, you know, just so he cannot get a bug up his ass. All right. Keep on going.
That word of knowledge is really working tonight. Hey, if God wants to do it, I'll let him. How long have you had to sign this? For years. Come on, Gregory, get behind her, brother, or somebody. Here goes. And I'm glad you're healed, but
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the guy barely touched her, and we're supposed to believe that just his touch makes her faint. Yeah, right. Sorry, guys, my power thingy got out. Yeah, right, Benny Hinn. You really expect us to believe that? Well, evidently somebody does, because he has a lot of followers. I cannot believe anybody falls for this shit. All right, moving on.
somebody, wait, one more time. Because God is healing people, so I don't want to stop him. Come on, lift your hands. Sing it again. Can we help her up? Gregory, you mind helping? Pick up the key again. You are the God. You know what being born again is?
Yes, I heard many times on TV.
You heard it many times on TV, but
I never go. I'm Greek Orthodox. I go to the Greek Orthodox Church.
See how he continually manipulates the audience with the music? It doesn't stop. Well, yeah, that true. That too. So anyway, but yeah, um now I cannot call out the people that are there because I don't know whether those people are actually in on it. Okay. I know Guyana Guy had people in on it, but I cannot say for sure that any of these people are in on it. Power of suggestion is very powerful. Very, very powerful. So, you know, um, they might not give them the benefit of the doubt. They might not be in on it, and give them the benefit of the doubt. They might not be in on it. And, when Benny Hinn just touches them, it might be okay. Let me explain this. There was an experiment done, a psychological experiment, where the person doing the study had like 5 co-conspirators in with one test subject. But the test subject didn't know he was in with co-conspirators. He thought that, they were just like him, volunteering for a psychology study. So, him or her, it didn't matter. So anyway, the person doing the study would show them a couple of lines drawn, or not a couple, a few lines drawn on paper. And he would ask them, yes, he is, Selena. Yes, he is. So anyway, well, first of all, the experimenter would ask the people about are any lines the same length. This is called priming. So basically, what he did when he said, are any of these lines the same length, he basically planted an idea in the subject's head that there would be 2 lines of the same length. But the 5 co-conspirators said no. Even though it was self-evident that there were no 2 lines that were exactly the same length. Okay, that's important. Self-evident they made it abundantly clear with the lines on the paper that these lines were not the same. You could not mix it up. Okay. But the co-conspirators, the experimenter asked the co-conspirators, and the co-conspirators chose 2 lines. And all of them chose the same line because they, thought this out beforehand. And so the subject, I can't remember how, it wasn't 100% of the time, but it was a good percentage of the time that the subject, even though he or she could see that there were no lines that were the same length, he or she would go along with the others. Okay? So I'm going to say I'm not going to fault any of those people. Some of those people might be co-conspirators, okay? I'm not saying they aren't, but I'm not going to put that on them, okay? I'm going to say they don't want to stick out like a sore thumb. So even if they don't feel like, falling backward or whatever, even though they don't feel like doing that, okay, they're still going to do it because they don't want to be the odd man out. And like I said, not all the time. Not all the time. But pretty big percentage of the time, it's going to go that way. Yeah. Yeah. A good percentage of the time, it's going to go that way. Just because people don't want to be the odd man out. Okay, let's move on.
Thank you. Hey, that made my evening. That made my evening. Now, wait. The Lord won't let me say. Over there, I've been trying to stop, and the Lord said, no. One of you had troubles with your ear, right here. Your ear. You have an infection or something with your ear, and it's been hurting you. And I've been trying to tell the Lord I'm done, and he said he's not done. So I don't know who it is over there with an ear problem. Get down here and get it, lady. Come on.
Oh, my back is up.
Another cold read, okay? Who's not going to have trouble with their ears? Especially, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, I just had myself on mute because it echoes. If you don't mute yourself with this shit, it echoes. So, I just had myself on mute and I didn't unmute myself. So anyway, so yeah, that was another cold read. Who's not going to have trouble with their ears, especially if they've been flying? I have trouble with my ears when I fly. It's just, you know, something that happens. Aside from trying to keep you comfortable, I think that's why they give you drinks on flights so you can swallow. All right, moving on. Hang on.
Wait. What did you say?
My back is up.
Your back is up. What do you mean up?
Always like that. Now I'm straight.
Oh, straight. He said my back. Can we give Jesus?
That's unfalsifiable. You know, she could have had a little scoliosis. Or, no, I'm sorry, not scoliosis. Um, kyphosis. Kyphosis is like the widow's hump. Like, you get it right back here, like right below your neck. Kyphosis is also called the widow's hump. But anyway, yeah. Not impressed, Benny. Moving on.
Just a big shout, please. She said my back. She said my back is up. I didn't know what she meant up. She meant. That's okay. I'm just having fun with you. That's all. That's all. That's all. No, I won't bring. No, I won't bring no more than my wife and I. Maybe one more person. That's it. The greatest miracle is salvation. It's not healing. The Lord healed this precious lady, and she doesn't even know what happened to her. But the greatest miracle is salvation.
Okay, that took a turn. I was not expecting that. The greatest miracle is salvation. Bye, Tarum. Yeah, that's very unfalsifiable. Because the person who has salvation doesn't even know they have salvation. Until they get up to the imaginary pearly gates. How can anybody fall for this stuff? All right, moving on.
So all of you stretch your hands towards this camera. And there was people watching. I'm sure. I love this. Did you see that? Jesus, I love it. I love it. Now, love you too, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you, doll. Thank you, darling. I want you to pray after me, all of you, and you pray after me too, sweetie, okay? Say, Lord Jesus, I'm a sinner. Do it from the studio is so we can have communion with the.
Yeah, we don't need to be proselytized. I think all of us have been proselytized, you know. And Benny Hinn, you know, he's a con artist. So, you know, even with the sign of the cross, which he doesn't believe in, right? Like the lady said she was Orthodox. And both Catholics and Orthodox, they split well before the Catholic Protestant split, right? Okay, well before. So the Orthodox do the sign of the cross too. But Benny Hinn's not going to say don't do the sign of the cross because he wants money. He's like, you know, well, maybe she'll give me money if I just ignore that part, you know. Or that, Selena, or that, you know. That's why music's important. Music's important to get the endorphins up. All right, moving on.
With people all throughout the world. And to go to an auditorium just costs money. Then we have to take all our equipment. It makes no sense. This way we can go live worldwide, and it's our studio. So those of you that come regularly, if you want to come back for Good Friday, 7 p.m. here in the studio, I need your name now. And we'll pass the buckets to collect your names to know you're coming back. Last.
Probably 3 or 4 weeks.
So every morning at what time?
Well, it's 9 to 9:15 Eastern.
So that's 6 a.m. here. So at 6 a.m. she's up. 5 o'clock she's up every morning. She gets on the phone and prays with a lot of, like yesterday, they had 300 people praying yesterday. This morning, thank God, Michelle.
Oh, I didn't know that, Selena. Good to know that. Good to know. Good to know. I think I'm gonna stop there. You can see he's full of shit. Just like all the charlatans that came before him. And there's probably gonna be charlatans that come after because people are, I hate to say they're dumb. But hope does really fucked up things with your mind. I mean, it really does. Hope can do really fucked up things with your mind. And What are you going to do? Are you going to take people's hope away? Bye, Selena. I heard someone once say the bitterest truth is better than the sweetest lie. Unless, of course, somebody's on their deathbed. You might not want to break it to them on their deathbed. Just let them go peacefully. Whatever. But I don't know. This is predatory behavior. This is predatory behavior. He is counting on people who've probably been to the doctors, and the doctor said they have to do this a lot. I'm not kidding. Get your affairs in order. You've got about 6 months. They prey on those individuals. And those individuals are full of so much hope that they are desperate. And this is, I won't say everybody, but for a lot of them, it's their last hope of being healed, except of course the co-conspirators, but that is predatory behavior right there. That's predatory behavior. Thank you, blessed be he. Hey, Ox. So what did I want you to take from this? Well, I wanted you to see the phony tricks these people use. The cold reads and the amazing memory that some of these people have. And like Diana Guy, probably not a whole lot of people have that kind of memory, but Diana Guy did. And Benny Hinn, well, he's a charlatan. That's all you can say. He's a charlatan. But most of these guys are. Most of these televangelists are. If not all of them. So, yeah, I wanted to show you how fake as fuck he is. And this was from 2017. So it's from like 4 years ago. But, he's, as far as I know, he's still going strong. You know. And when he's dead, somebody else will take his place. It's just never ending. It's just like the psychics. You know, when psychics are invited to parties, they'll usually do their homework first. And then they'll rely on cold reads afterward. It's the same thing. It's a party trick. They're all party tricks. Except this dude, well, psychics know too, but this dude knows that he is misleading people. He is getting people's hopes up. And some people, they don't have very much time left. And some people probably don't have very much money left either. Because they've spent their money on doctors. And yet, these assholes get people to donate money to them. Sometimes in their will, you know. They are predatory. And I don't know when this is going to stop. Probably not for a long time. Not until humanity outgrows religion, if that's ever going to be a thing. But yeah, yeah, it's just sad. It's sad that this predator is taking advantage of people. That's all it is. He's just taking advantage of people. And I need to call this stuff out. Because if there are YouTubers who call this shit out, like I don't know if you watch Cult of Dusty. I do sometimes, but he's got a segment called This Week in Religious Bullshit. So, yeah. Although I will say, I don't think Benny Hinn has sunk to the level of pretending to raise a guy from the dead. I mean, Guyana guy did it. There's this South African preacher. This day and age, people, this day and age, not very long ago, maybe in 2019 or before that, but not too long before that, where some South African preacher pretended to raise somebody from the dead. And like I said, Guyana guy did it too. It's just so sad. I wish I could help these people. And I hope that some of these people are at least going to start thinking and stop going on autopilot. You want to get healed? Go to the damn doctor. Unless it's a cold or something. Then don't bother them because it's just going to, go away on its own. But yeah, go to the damn doctor. Now, I don't know when I'm going to have open rooms again. I started having open rooms before my dad died. And then after my dad died, I went into some open rooms. And after one of the open rooms that I was in, I didn't host the open room, but I was in an open room. And the open room I was in, it got my anxiety up so much that I ended up having to call the ambulance. Now, don't worry, it was just an anxiety attack. But I didn't know that. I've been having anxiety attacks ever since my dad died. And, I've never had them before. And so, I'm 44 years old. So 44 is kind of old to start having to live with anxiety attacks because they really do feel like heart attacks or asthma attacks. I've thank you, Ox. At least he's not suffering anymore. He died of cancer, you know. So, yeah, I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety issues since he died. It's getting better. My doctor has given me some anti-anxiety meds, and right now I'm not going for counseling for anxiety uh, per se. I do have phone appointments, but with a therapist. Hey, Krishna. But okay. All right, I'll do that, Krishna. Um because right now I'm not eating a whole lot. My body just like shut down. And my doctor said it's normal. Cuz I took care of my dad for like 5 years before he died. And so, we got really close. He didn't need he needed care, but he didn't need as much care as he needed towards the end. But you know, um I would suggest that unless you have professional experience as a caregiver, which I had. I've been a professional caregiver before. So I had that experience. But unless you have that experience, you might want to get some help. But he's my dad, and I love him. And it was not a sacrifice for me to take care of him. Yeah, I know, Ox. But you know what? I got plenty of fat. So anyway, but yeah, I don't know when the open rooms are going to start again on my channel. I have started going to open rooms on Wild Heart's channel, but I don't stay. So yeah, I mean, I will have open rooms in the future. I just don't know when. So anyway, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you want to join the channel, you can join for as little as 99 cents a month. You get my Christianity debunks early. And you get custom emojis. So, and when I have enough members, I don't think I have enough right now. But when I have enough members, I'm going to do members only live streams. So, thank you, Ox. So anyway, I will let you beautiful people go. And yeah, if you came in a little bit late, go ahead and watch it from the beginning. Benny Hinn's a charlatan. I think we all know that. Alrighty. Bye, everyone. Take care.